This is not my house. It's my mother's house. So Mom, if you're watching, hi, love the mugs. And I left you a cinnamon tea bag. Love them. So raise your hand if you ever picked out the perfect curriculum, spent hours and hours planning everything, and you get in the middle of the school year and it's just not going the way you thought it would. Right here. This year for language arts for my 7th grader Wyatt, we chose Rod and Staff at the beginning of the year, and I will go ahead and put an iCard up there for you guys to check out the curriculum haul if you haven't already. I got some great deals on his curriculum. Rod and Staff being part of that. It wasn't a fantastic deal, wasn't like out of this world or anything, but it was still a deal, and a deal's a deal, and money save is money save, right? It is a good curriculum. I'm not going to say that we didn't enjoy it. We just didn't. We've been loving it, and it is taking up a lot of time, and with him in 7th grade now, there's a lot of other things that are taking up a lot more time. And if you have an older child in junior high or in high school, I know you're understanding me on this one. So one day as I was putting my daughter to bed to stay awake, I was scrolling through my phone, searching through my social media, and I came across a curriculum called The Good and the Beautiful. And everything I'm going to mention, I'm going to put a link for it in the description box. Let's just get that out of the way now. So I looked into it, and I looked at a couple YouTube reviews, some channels that are familiar with it and have been doing it for a while, and I was intrigued. I really like the idea of taking minimalism and incorporating it into our homeschool. I am very, very, like, painfully slowly at a crawl trying to incorporate some minimalism into my home, but I don't live with minimalists at all. So, and I have 4 children, so it's a challenge in itself. But in our homeschooling, I thought, I could probably do this. This sounds like something that I think we would really enjoy, because we end up, actually, it seems like we would do more in less time. So I went ahead and I got the curriculum. Now here's the awesome part of it. The Good and the Beautiful from levels 1 through level 5 are totally free if you get the printable version. And this is how I did it. I had this binder, and I printed it out, and I put my wonderful page inserts. I will go ahead and link these. They're awesome. I got these from Amazon. I'll link those below too. And I just put it through here, and he's been working out of this, and we're loving it. Now let me explain a little bit about this. So the language arts curriculum itself is 123 lessons, and then in addition to the course, they have a course companion, and in that course companion, it gives you your spelling words, it gives you phonics cards if you need them, your sight word ladders if you need them, and then it tells you exactly how much you should really spend in the book per day. It also gives you poetry memorization, and it prompts them to do a whole bunch of writing also. The Good and the Beautiful was created by a homeschooling mom, just like me, just like you, and she did an awesome job of putting this together, I think. Now, I don't know how this would work across different states if you have certain requirements for certain subjects. I don't know. I'm only familiar with Illinois because that's where we live and where we homeschool, and this works great for our requirements because, well, there are none. But this is still very full curriculum, and I don't see any holes so far in any of the learning. What I really love about this is we start off with, this is just the language arts that we're doing. So we're just doing language arts for now. And, I'm very happy with our history and everything else. So I'm going to go ahead and take out, because I have this in a binder, it'd be really hard to show you without flipping everything around and showing you page by page. But I want to show you at a glance, the scope and sequence here. There we go. So you can see that I hope that's not backwards, phonics and reading, grammar and literature. Okay, that says geography and art, and what is that? Literature, spelling, and writing. So, pay attention, there we go. So we have on here phonics and reading, literature, spelling, writing, grammar, usage, and punctuation, art, and geography in one curriculum. And it does not take me 2 hours to get through this with him either, at all. In fact, I actually can take some of this and I can turn it into projects. We had this one section that it was a geography assignment for the day, And I actually turned it into a whole project where he had to do a presentation for other people, so he had some speech in there too. So this has been awesome to get everything and all that, and it's not just art. Let me tell you, the art, I have to say, the art is probably my favorite part in this, because it takes, let me find one. It takes these art pictures here, these paintings, it's paintings, and they're teaching them to really study this. I mean, they have to study these paintings or these pictures or whatever it is, whatever the art assignment is. They really teach them to examine it, the ways that the artist uses light, where they want to draw their attention, and it tells you the history. So they're getting art history education in this too. And I love that. I really, I like doing art projects with my kids. I like doing crafts with them. Oh, and we do a lot of it because my kids love the hands-on. I mean, what kid doesn't love to paint and get dirty and everything? But I can't do art history. I can't. In my brain, it's just not there. I need a curriculum for that. And at this point in time, he is so heavy and intense with science. He loves science. It's his passion, and I want to nurture that. I want to keep him going and keep him thriving in that. So we do so much in science. I really didn't have time in his day or in our day to shove something else in there, and I didn't want him to have every single thing he did to be completely independent work. I wanted him to be able to do something with us. And this is awesome. I have actually been able to incorporate this with some of my other kids too. Just the art stuff, not the other stuff. But the art has really been a great thing. Now, as far as the reading is concerned, his grammar level was a lot lower than I thought it was going to be when I tested him, because he was 6th grade level. He is in 7th grade, but language arts and grammar specifically is something that he kind of struggles with from time to time. So I go really, really slow with him because I want to make sure he doesn't just get it for a test or for his homework assignment and then pass it by and it's out of there. But I really want to make sure I cement it in there. So we really go slow with language arts. So I thought that because we were taking our time that it was really going to be in there. But then when I did the assessment for this, it placed him in level 2. So I was really surprised. And when we started, he was flying through it. And I said, well, maybe I should do level 3. Then we got to an assignment that had an approach that he hadn't had in Rod and Staff. So I really think that if you are going to switch curriculums, especially halfway through the year, and they have an assessment to place your child, that you listen to that assessment and you place them according to what the curriculum suggests, because in this case, we had a completely different approach to learning. So there were some holes in what he was learning in Rod and Staff, and then we switched into The Good and the Beautiful, and he didn't get that, so now he's getting it here. So even though there's a lot of review and a lot of things that he already knows, I think it's sticking better. We'll find out. Time will tell, right? But so far, I think it is sticking better using this curriculum. It just is a better fit for him. The Good and the Beautiful has a book list that you can print out. It is a $5 fee for this book list. You're thinking, well, it's a book list. Why does it cost $5? Because they've gone through and they've done all the work for you guys. They've read through all this. This is not just somebody else's recommendations. This is years of them doing this and them finding the right books that complement this curriculum perfectly, and it really, really, really does. And say he's on level 2, like my son is on level 2 for the language arts curriculum, there is still an accelerated reader list so that you can go off of that list, and even if this says he's at level 2 but he's at a level 7 reading like my son is, you can still take those readers that will complement your curriculum. The other thing that we're doing from The Good and the Beautiful that I actually think I have mentioned in other videos is the creative writing. And this has been a great curriculum also, and it works perfectly in line with the language arts. He doesn't even have to do this every day because he does a lot of writing as it is in his language arts curriculum. I really encourage you guys to, if you're really looking for a change, especially in language arts, I really have not looked at anything other than their creative writing and their language arts. So they're worth a look to see if there's anything that interests you, if you're looking to make a change. But I will say, if you are looking to make a change in your curriculum because you don't think your curriculum is going that well, to give it a good couple months. Give it a good, honest try. Unless you know something is a total miss and it's just not working. Obviously, you make the change. But if you jump from curriculum to curriculum too much, that can cause problems in your child's learning also, and it can be very frustrating for you as a teacher and as a parent to see them go back and forth, and for you to go back and forth. So think about it. Really weigh your options before you make a choice. But I would highly suggest this, especially if you're looking to minimalize your homeschooling, which I'm loving. And it's really helping me want to minimalize more and purge more. I've done my dining room. And the kitchen is a continual work in progress that I think will continue until I move and just start chucking things in the trash. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, we talk about all things homeschooling and a lot of frugal homeschooling ideas here. So we will see you guys next time. Bye.